It's Press Pass with Jack Ebling, Mid-Michigan's spirited sports debate. Now let's get talking sports. Here's Jack.
Great evening, Mid-Michigan and beyond, and welcome to Press Pass here on Fox 47. It's time to meet Team 221. Tom Crawford, my longtime radio partner, Blue Belly Tom. He is the Tuesday studio, and Thursday, remote co-host of The Drive with Jack on the Team 92.1 FM and drivewithjack.com, your home for We Are There Sports Radio. How are you, Tom?
I'm doing great. I had a great weekend down at LCA yesterday. All the basketball. The Big Ten had a good weekend, I think. And how about those Patriots coming back to beat the Steelers? Tom Brady, Gronk. Wow, what a combo.
Who cares? He sold me out last week in my fantasy playoffs, so I lost. Don't care.
Big weekend for Tom. He got Michigan basketball win. He got the Patriots. Yeah. It's good. He's a very happy guy.
Good to see you
On
guys.
anything positive.
Good
Also
to see
want to
you
welcome
guys.
in Rico Beard, and he is instructor for Specs Howard Broadcast School. He's a recruiting insider, and he is the host of the Spartan Beat weeknights from 6 to 7 on the Team 92.1. How are you, Rico?
Good, Jack. Yeah, it was fun down there. I walked around the concourse during the first game because Tom, your boys were going to win that. It was 2-0. So, but it was good to see. It was good to see a packed house at the Little Caesars Arena for the first time for a sporting event. They set the record for athletic event, and hopefully, Michigan State will go back in March.
We're going to talk a little bit more about that and what that might mean, a chance to be on that court. Also want to welcome in Doug Warren. He is our Detroit Lions historian, and he is producer of The Drive with Jack and the Spartan Beat on 92.1 and more platforms and presidential campaigns.
So we're real happy to be joining us tonight. But yeah, it was a great. I went in and said hi to Gordie Howe on the way into the arena yesterday, and that was my first visit to Little Caesars Arena. It was a really beautiful place, and yeah, credit to Michigan State and then the rest of the teams yesterday for setting an attendance record.
Yeah, we talk about We Are There, sports radio and television, and among the four of us, we saw 10 games yesterday, and the people who have worked on our show, 37 appearances in downtown Detroit in those games yesterday. So
Wow.
we were very well represented.
That's true. We are there.
You guys went to the Lions game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went.
I
home.
didn't go to the Lions.
I went home.
I went home.
Couch. That was more entertaining than the Lions. Bears.
Absolutely. It was a win, though.
Did they?
They played well.
They did win. They did win.
Yeah.
It was impressive, but it was the Bears.
Stayed alive, barely.
Yeah.
Keep that playoff hope going.
19%, baby.
We will be back in just a minute. We're going to talk college basketball. We're also going to talk some college football. Of course, the Detroit Lions, and we'll have our Take It to the Bank segment, our Culver's Cool and Smooth weekly awards. But when we get back, we'll talk about Oakland and Michigan State. Closer game than many expected. We'll be right back.
This holiday, shop small at the mall, at Meridian Mall, and support local business. Come into Golden Diamonds or Fast Jewelers in the Lansing or Meridian Mall today for certified appraisals and repairs while you wait. Check out our custom engraving for a one-of-a-kind Christmas gift.
Here at Lakes Vapor, we offer over 400 premium e-liquids, 100% authentic hardware, and great customer service. Come check out our extensive selection and enjoy our lounge area today.
Support local business this holiday season. Shop small at the mall, at the Meridian Mall.
This isn't a plug for Honda generators. It's actually a lot of plugs. Honda generators offer quiet, reliable, and efficient power for your home during an electrical outage, to power your tools on the job site, to energize your next tailgate party, and to take on your next camping trip.
Honda generators available at D&G Equipment in Mason, Williamston, Howell, Highland, Corunna, Charlotte, and Rives Junction.
Sale, sale, sale! Then you get to the store and only a few items are on sale? Not at the Indoor Grow Store. IGS has prices so low they're beating the internet with their Price Beat Guarantee. We're the area's largest inventory of major brand nutrients, including Humboldt Secret, Mite-Out, Mighty Enemy, and Home of the Magic Trimmer. Why shop elsewhere online when you can pick up these specials in our local stores? 3 Lansing area locations, Jackson, Battle Creek, and Flannery. IGS, you're gonna love that place.
Everything you thought you knew about medicine is wrong.
The Resident this January on Fox.
You're out. There's an old saying, you can never have too many officials. The age of the average official is 52 and getting older all the time. We're constantly recruiting new people, younger people, to join us. After you register with the MHSAA, look on the website to find an officials association near you. They'll put you in a position to succeed as an official. We all learned a lot from high school sports, and officiating is a great way to give back to the game. There's help wanted. Just whistle.
At Fabiano's Pizzeria, we're more than great pizza. We're family. We're friends. We're a team. Dough and sauce made from scratch. We're serious about quality. And we're honored to serve you. Fabiano's Pizzeria, Westphalia. Just down the road.
Welcome back to Press Pass here on Fox 47. Time for our Going Green segment, brought to you by Graf Chevrolet, a trusted friend with 103 years in the automobile business. Stop and see Matt, Mark, and Greg on West Grand River in Okemos. They'll take great care of you as they have on all 6 of my leases and purchases. And there's no better time to buy than December, when the GM employee discount is available to all Graf customers.
In the first half, it wasn't quite the homecoming you envisioned, and then we got going in the second half.
Yeah, definitely. First half, I just, you know what I'm saying, I had a lot of turnovers. I was turning the ball over and stuff like that. I just got to big thing. We were up 13. I had 2 turnovers in a row, and that kind of got their momentum going. So, you know, scoring-wise, I had a good game, but there's a lot of things that it took for me to be what this team needs. I have to fix.
The winning time, you and Tom were in the game together. It seemed to get you going offensively, but also non-stop scoring after that.
Oh, man, yeah. You should start practicing against that dude. You know what I'm saying? It's not an easy task scoring on Tom. And, you know, he prides himself. That's his role on this team. We feel like he can lock up anybody one-on-one. You know?
What about some of the rebounding today with Nick in the first half and Goins in the second?
Huge. They cleaned it up, you know, especially them shooting a lot of threes, a lot of jumpers. They did a great job contesting, cleaning up rebounds, and got us on the break. We got some easy buckets off of
Michigan State guard Cassius Winston, and he is point guard and occasionally a 2-guard in this offense now. Rico Beard, you guaranteed a 30-point win for the Spartans for a while. It looked like you were going to be right in the first half. They were up 13. What happened, and then how did Michigan State get its bearings and turn it back around?
Well, what happened was Kendrick Nunn ended up playing. I mean, it was really Michigan State versus Kendrick Nunn. Finished with 32 points, had the high score out of everybody. But for Michigan State, I think it then came to the fact that for Oakland, it was a fist fight. It was a backyard brawl. It was, we want our respect. We should have been playing in Michigan State and East Lansing, the green and white. Tom Izzo, we're going to show you. What happened at the end was the Spartans said, okay, enough. We got more talent than you. And I also think they were in a lot of foul trouble. So they had to go to the zone, and the outside shooting for MSU clicked in with Cassius and Langford and Bridges and Jackson all hitting threes. That kind of nullified that zone.
And it was because of that zone, Doug, that Nick Ward took a seat because they couldn't get the ball to him, and he couldn't make the pass out of the high post that Kenny Goins made so well. But I thought when Tom Izzo put Tum Nairn in on Kendrick Nunn, that changed the game.
It did, because Nunn was just absolutely on fire until late when they made that switch and went to the 2 point guard lineup with Michigan State, and he was just enough of a pest to slow him down and get him out of his rhythm, and that allowed Michigan State to kind of seize control and pull away in the end.
Yeah, Miles Bridges a little irritated about a hard foul. He was in midair as well. Tom Crawford, watching Oakland compete the way it does every year against Michigan State, I was thinking, you know, they put as much into this game as Michigan State does into a Michigan football game. This is their game.
That's a pretty good analogy, you know, because this is an opportunity. And, you know, they've come, I mean, it's been, what, 0 for 16 in this series, but they've come really close. Yeah. A lot closer than they did yesterday. But it was that rebounding disadvantage, if you want to call it that way, 45 to 30. That'll get, and that's why Michigan State, they're going to be a tough out in the NCAA tournament, and that's why I think they're going to go 18-0 in Big Ten play, is because of that rebounding. That came into play, and they got the Reds going a little bit with a little chippiness, actually turned Michigan State on, got them more physical, and that's why they dominated down the lane.
Yeah, and I would say I think that shows a lot for Izzo and this team, that he has different combinations. Yeah. That Nick Ward sat the last 10 minutes, and he wasn't pouting because they were winning, and he's like, look, I
played 12 guys.
I had 15 and 15 in 23 minutes.
Exactly.
And he could do that. Kenny Goins And Tom, you guys, it's your night. And you're going to see that a lot with this team. That outside of Cassius, probably Miles and Langford, the other guys are just going to rotate in and out.
Doug, we saw the Golden Grizzlies, and they hadn't been healthy. They didn't have their players. They had that ridiculous 4-game suspension for Jalen Hayes for getting a 2.5 instead of a 2.8 in the class.
Yeah.
But in terms of what they're capable of doing, we watched them in Moneyball all summer, so we weren't too surprised by this.
No, it's a really good team, and Nunn was just tremendous yesterday, as Rico said. The question about Oakland is when they get to March and they get into their conference tournament, they can't ever turn the corner and win that thing. And I don't know what it is for them to get off the schneid.
Yeah.
If they get in the tournament, they could be hell for everybody they play, as they show against Michigan State, but they'd never win that tournament.
Because I think it's hard, as the thing is, beating a team multiple times, beating a team 3 times. So you can beat them twice, but that third time is always difficult. And as far as Nunn, I was talking with Campy afterwards, and he was saying that maybe, Tom played good defense, but he was like, it could be the fact that Nunn was just tired. He was only supposed to play 20 minutes, and he played him 38 minutes. I also think it could be, maybe he took some type of shot to numb the pain, and it wore off as that shooting went down.
Well, Campy told us all during the week, he was on all of our shows on Team 92.1, that he didn't think he was going to play. Tom, with that record crowd and seeing the environment of what Little Caesars Arena can be, how can that help a team from the state of Michigan if Michigan and/or Michigan State wind up there in the NCAA tournament?
This would be like the Palace was for 2000 for Michigan State. I'm a huge Spartan crowd. And Michigan had some fans there, but Michigan State fans are going to bring it when they get that top seed coming out of Big West.
We shall see. It looks like any top 4 seed is going to be able to dictate where they play. Maybe Michigan will be there too. We'll see. We'll be right back with Out of the Blue coming up here on Press Pass.
The Knapp Center is a historical hub for future business growth in beautiful downtown Lansing.
The Ide Company did the best they could to preserve the integrity of the history of this building while incorporating a modern open workspace.
They have been prompt, they have been efficient, and they really are a friendly, great group of people that we don't have any concerns about calling them for any of our needs.
Opportunities for retail, office, restaurant, and residential. Build the future as a member of the Ide Company family.
The Student Bookstore is your green and white shop headquarters. Outfit your entire family with Spartan gear. We have a large selection of men's, women's, and children's clothing. Show off your Michigan State pride with new shoes, socks, hats, and more. Have your tailgate ready with MSU party supplies, car accessories, and dress your pet in green and white. We have gifts for students, grads, alumni, and fans. From Vera Bradley and Dooney and Burke to diploma frames and more. Always shop SBS for the biggest and best selection of green and white. Go green, go white, go SBS.
Hello, my name is Dr. John Braccio, psychologist. If you or your child have problems with focus, inattention, sitting still, memory, concentration, these are traits of ADHD. Visit us at drjohnb.com.
Ta-da! I'm an imaginary friend of a kid just like you.
You probably have lots of questions.
But look, we'll get through this together.
Win the wedding of your dreams at fox47news.com/wedding giveaway.
Catch all the savings and excitement during Capital Honda's Savings Rush. Now at Capital Honda.
Total Firearms on Cedar Street in Mason is your complete outdoor store. We have rifles, pistols, bows, and crossbows, and a huge selection of fishing gear at great prices. Total Firearms, your complete outdoor store with Mid-Michigan's finest indoor gun range.
Home. It means a lot of different things to different people. But one thing remains the same. An Applegate home will let you make comfortable memories any day of the year. No matter how hard the wind blows, no matter how biting the Michigan winter gets, your home is a special place. Heating, cooling, insulation, and electrical. Applegate Home Comfort.
Tune into Fox 47 News for Around Town Kids on the 7 a.m. and 10 p.m. news.
Around Town Kids!
His grandmother passed away, and he flew back into Chicago and got here about half an hour before the game started. And Duncan had laryngitis. And yesterday, trying to call ball screen coverage when you can't talk was hilarious. Nobody knew what was going on. And so I'm really proud of these guys, the way they came out and defended, knowing that all of a sudden Mo's not there. Can Duncan talk today, and is Charles going to be there? And so they're growing, and we understand it can really help us to get out in a fast break, which is improving as well, that we're finding open guys. Xavier and Eli are really doing a great job of not taking that extra dribble like they were earlier in the year and seeing the open man.
Michigan coach John Beeline, he might have thought there were some hilarious things. I don't think Detroit coach Bakari Alexander found the week very humorous. Tom Crawford, Michigan with a 35-point halftime lead. What does that mean, and are they the fourth best team in the Big Ten?
Well, I don't even think you can look at UD Mercy and draw any conclusion out of how good Michigan is or not so good. I mean, they're just a bad team. But I think Michigan potentially could be the third best team in the Big Ten. I'll tell you why, because it's a slow process of getting, the new guys kind of getting associated with a new offense and things. And I think it's going to take time. It's going to be probably early February before that happens. But and establishing the point guard position is the key thing, though. Xavier Simpson, Eli Brooks, who's it going to be? That's going to be the key element. And but Charles Matthews, I thought was played. It was unfortunate. His grandmother passed away, and he came in and he delivered.
Graham Couch said 8th, and you're saying 3rd?
Tom, you always take things too far. I would have given you 4th, but 3rd.
Have you seen Minnesota play?
I've seen Michigan play.
Well, I mean, you're looking at the unfinished product right now, Rico.
Couldn't you say the same about Minnesota?
Oh, come on, Minnesota, no.
So Minnesota's done, but Michigan's going to get better.
Michigan's got a better coach than Minnesota.
Minnesota may have the Big Ten Player of the Year on there.
I don't care. Charles Matthews is going to be a really good player too, as well as Mo Wagner.
I would have given you 4th. You just took it too far.
I don't want anything given from you to me.
Okay. Doug, you got a good look at the Wolverines yesterday.
Yeah.
They look like a team that could be top 3 in the Big Ten?
Maybe, if Mo Wagner comes back and plays well. I mean, that was the thing yesterday. The Achilles heel of Michigan's always kind of been this donut. They got a perimeter team, but they don't have anybody inside. Wagner steps up and plays when he comes back probably in January. But I think so. And then Tom's point about Beeline being a better coach than Little Ricky in Minnesota, I mean, there's no question about that. Just Beeline will coach this team up as he normally does. Could they finish 3rd in a down year in the Big Ten? I think so. But we'll have to wait and see.
There's Michigan State and Purdue, and then there's a big gap.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Purdue and MSU are clearly the 2 best teams, but we'll have to wait and see.
Rico, what was the difference between the Michigan team we saw yesterday and the one that blew a 20-point lead at Ohio State 13 days ago?
I mean, no offense, Tom.
Oh, come on.
They played a high school team. I mean, when they played Ohio State, I still can't believe they gave away that lead. I'm kind of shocked that the Buckeyes are actually a pretty good team. That's why when Tom said 3rd, I'm like, I don't see 3rd. I honestly...
What do you see, 9th, 10th?
You know, I between 4th and 10th, I can't tell you because it's always going to be who gets hot,
You're not
who
very
has
smart.
to play at home. No, because you see Indiana, a team that looks horrible at Chrysler.
Who Michigan beat.
Right, they look horrible at Chrysler.
And they beat Notre Dame.
And they beat Notre Dame.
Yeah.
So you don't know. But then I see Michigan get mollywopped by North Carolina, and I'm like, well, maybe they can't.
Well, that's
handle the
after
big boys.
Michigan State irritated them 3 days
That's
before.
always there.
Well, that's something to do.
All right, go ahead, Jack.
Doug, University of Detroit clearly embarrassed itself. Should they have a different format for this, or are we just waiting for the Michigan-Oakland game that Greg Campy said we may never see?
Yeah, that would be nice to see Michigan and Oakland play. A round robin would be good and mix things up. Detroit's got a proud basketball tradition. It's just right now they're not a real good team. 23 turnovers, only 17 field goals yesterday. They were brutal. And I think maybe some of those players, it looked like they were tight, playing in their hometown for some of them, and in that big arena, maybe it was just the moment was too big for them. Right, I know, yeah.
Beeline does not want to play Michigan State, does not want to play Oakland. He's padding his victories now.
Oh, God. Here it comes.
He doesn't.
He's counting them up for tournament time.
Oakland beat them, and they Oakland beat them, and they never went back.
We'll be back in just a minute. We're going to switch gears and talk about the National Football League. And the Detroit Lions win over the Bears coming up next.
Let Larry find a great deal for you at Larry's RV in Jackson.
Larry, are you out there?
With the David Chapman Agency, auto owners' insurance policies come with something extra. Local agents who care about you. Our agents will help you find the right coverage at the best price. 3 generations serving you at the David Chapman Agency, your local auto owners' insurance agents.
Sale, sale, sale. Then you get to the store and only a few few items are on sale? Not at the Indoor Grow Store. IGS has prices so low they're beating the internet with their price beat guarantee. We're the area's largest inventory of major brand nutrients, including Humboldt Secret, Mite Out, Mighty Enemy, and home of the Magic Trimmer. Why shop elsewhere online when you can pick up these specials in our local stores? 3 Lansing area locations, Jackson, Battle Creek, and Flint. IGS, you're gonna love that place.
Watch Fox 47 each Monday for tips on a new you, where we focus on self-improvement. This coming New You Monday is brought to you by Medical Weight Loss Clinic.
Advanced technology and forecasting, storm shield weather, only on Fox 47 News.
Anyone who's had our chicken knows it's plump and juicy. What they may not know is that it's also 100% natural.
All our chickens are certified, humanely raised, no antibiotics, on a high-quality diet of soy and grain.
Why are they called tenders?
They're called tenders because they come from the tenderloin to the breast, hand-trimmed just for colors. It's not a strip or a finger, it is the true tenderloin.
I'll put our chicken tenders up against anybody's.
That's like my Granny Franklin used to make. That's outstanding, Greg.
Welcome to Delicious.
At Graff Chevrolet in Okemos, you'll always get a great deal on a huge selection of high-quality used cars and trucks. But you'll also get something else, peace of mind. Every Graff used vehicle purchase comes with up to 6 oil changes for the first 2 years of ownership. We'll also give you free tire rotation with every other oil change. Always a great selection of used vehicles starting from $1,000 and up. Check them out at graffokemus.com. Lower your cost of ownership with our Peace of Mind program, only at Graff Chevrolet in Okemos.
The student bookstore is your green and white shop headquarters. Outfit your entire family with Spartan gear. We have a large selection of men's, women's, and children's clothing. Show off your Michigan State pride with new shoes, socks, hats, and more. Have your tailgate ready with MSU party supplies, car accessories, and dress your pet in green and white. We have gifts for students, grads, alumni, and fans. From Vera Bradley and Dooney and Burke to diploma frames and more. Always shop SBS for the biggest and best selection of green and white. Go green, go white, go SBS.
Welcome back to Press Pass here on Fox 47. Time for our Law of the Jungle segment, brought to you by Woody's Oasis on Trowbridge Road, your healthy alternative to fast food. Eat Woody's and live longer. I'm talking about chicken shawarma with baked breast meat and hummus made fresh in a 3-day process. That's why I'm there every week.
You guys got that much-desired first quarter lead. How did that really help set the tone for the rest of the game?
That was great. Our defense did a hell of a job tonight. Played great with the lead, stopped the run all day, and got some turnovers, which was huge. We were able to run the ball a little bit with some success early on, and then made a few plays through the air.
What's been the biggest factor in your success these last 2 weeks defensively, the whole team?
Just simple. It's just a simple game right now. We just line up and playing ball and not trying to outthink ourselves. And our coach is putting us in a great position to make the plays, and we execute.
Lions quarterback Matthew Stafford and cornerback Darius Slay. Stafford 25 for 33, Doug. No interceptions, 2 touchdowns. Darius Slay, a couple of picks, now has a league-leading 7 for the year. Is it possible the Lions can build on this, ride these 2 guys when the offensive line gets healthier and have something at the end of the year?
It could be, but they could win 10 games and still miss the playoffs. So there's too many teams ahead of them right now. So they need to take care of their business on their end and then hope for stumbles along the way. Yeah, they got pounded today by a team with Los Angeles. I don't know what the final score was. It was 40-0 when I left the house. Yeah, well, really. So Seattle is a team that's kind of stumbling. But again, they're behind Atlanta, they're behind New Orleans, and then they're behind a couple of other teams too. The Panthers in particular who beat the Packers today. So they got a lot of work to do.
Matthew Stafford looked pretty good, Tom.
Not a lot of yards, though. I mean, a little over 200 yards for those 23 completions. That's not a lot, and they only got 91 yards on the ground. I was not impressed offensively by
they had
the Lions
big plays, and that was the difference.
Yeah. But they didn't make the stupid play, Rico. They didn't make the Lions play.
No, the Bears made the Lions play. They had the long kickoff return and flag.
Ton of penalties.
And instead of having it on the Lions 10, you got to go back to your 10. So the Bears self-destructed in that game. The Lions just kind of let Chicago go Chicago, and they did enough to win the game.
Tom, it wasn't the Patriots-Steelers. No one's going to compare these 2 games. But what does it mean that the Lions are now in position next week at Cincinnati to get a 6th road win, something that hasn't happened since 1961, and to finish 5-1 in the division if they can beat Green Bay?
Well, that's all terrific stats, but it's still not going to get them a playoff bid. I mean, we saw the figure this morning. It was 19% going into today, and Carolina, beat the Packers. That didn't help the case. So I don't think they're going to make the playoffs, to be honest with you, despite winning these last 2 games. And so, it's going to be great things that they've done on the road, Jack, but it's not going to, no playoff bid. So it's Jim Caldwell, maybe bye-bye. Who knows?
The team that they really need to lose is Atlanta.
Yeah.
And it all comes back to that last play of that game against the Falcons when they had the touchdown, and then, wait a minute, and then they had the automatic 10-second runoff.
Right.
And from that point on,
a weird year in a lot of ways.
Well, Atlanta, they got to hope Atlanta loses to New Orleans next week. So if that,
which is a feasible thing.
It's possible, because New Orleans is pretty hot right now.
But they're still 1 game behind Atlanta, and Atlanta would win the tiebreaker.
Well, they have to hope they lose so they can finish with a better record, because they're
keep that hope alive.
Right now. That's hope is all they got right now.
Rico, you're a uniforms guy. I did not like the color rush silver uniform when I saw it, and then I saw it on the field. Doug, we were sitting there, and I said, that really looks sharp. You could see the numbers. They were much clearer than the silver against the blue they have now.
I like it. I think that they, break them out maybe once or twice a year. I like that. Hey, as a matter of fact, I suggested that to Hollis that they do that at MSU, except where you see the blue, put the green in there. It's a change of pace. It's just something different to do, once a year. Not every game, but once a year. I liked it.
Tom, is the idea then that you should just erase the disappointments of the past and all the things associated with the Honolulu blue and silver? I saw a ton of people in the concourse yesterday wearing those color rush shirts.
Well, I'm a traditionalist, the winged helmet and that kind of thing, Michigan. And I wish the Lions would just have the blue and the gray pants and the Lions helmet with that lion thing hanging out. Why not? It's beautiful.
Precedent has been set. The Patriots changed their look. They started becoming winners. Tampa changed their look. They became winners.
Yeah.
They did. They changed everything.
Steelers, right? Well, way back, they changed their look.
You need players.
We're gonna
I'm just saying, but sometimes you just rejuvenate and you just you're not, because then you're not the it's not the creamsicle Buckeye. I mean the creamsicle Buccaneers anymore. They had the tough pirate on way back.
Someone else pointed out to me, Doug, that if the Lions can beat the Bengals and the Packers, now let's say they don't make it into the playoffs, and they finish 10-6. In the 4-year tenure of Jim Caldwell, the Lions will have averaged 6.75 losses per year. That's one of the best figures in the National Football League. Nothing to show for it.
No, that's true. And I think if they get to 10 wins, I'll be stunned if they fire them. Now, if they lose the last 2 games, that's different. But it's just, they're right in that no man's land where you don't want to be. But the Lions' MO is not to get rid of coaches that win these games and win down the stretch. So, again, the Lions, they're still rebuilding, and they got to get another draft or 2 before I think they really turn the corner.
You still have a lot of areas, and you look at that offensive line, they got guys you don't know who they are out there.
Got to run the football.
If they get an opportunity, Saquon Barkley, real easy.
We'll be right back. We're going to talk Michigan State football coming up. Holiday Bowl game. We'll be right back.
At Graff Chevrolet in Okemos, you'll always get a great deal on a huge selection of high-quality used cars and trucks. But you'll also get something else, peace of mind. Every Graff used vehicle purchase comes with up to 6 oil changes for the first 2 years of ownership. We'll also give you a free tire rotation with every other oil change. Always a great selection of used vehicles starting from $1,000 and up. Check them out at graffokemus.com. Lower your cost of ownership with our Peace of Mind program, only at Graff Chevrolet in Okemos.
At Tropical Smoothie Cafe, we have a taste for adventure because the only way to know how good something can be is to go for it. Try our veggie smoothies, Island Green, made with spinach, kale, pineapple, banana, and mango, and Caribbean Seaburst with carrots, mango, banana, orange, and goji. Adventure begins with never knowing until you try, but always expecting something great. Go for a veggie smoothie at Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Eat better, feel better.
Team spirit. Facepaint. Lord Calvin. Dean Trailways Motor Coach takes care of your travel, so you can support your favorite Spartan teams and focus on the important things. Dean Trailways, your favorite ride.
Win the wedding of your dreams at fox47news.com/wedding giveaway.
The legendary Checkers and Rallies Big Buford now comes in 3 sizes. Big, bigger, and beast with all the fixings. The single, double, or triple Buford. So how hungry are you? Checkers and Rallies. Fast foodies know the deal.
When my dad started selling cars nearly 5 decades ago, things were much different. Cars might have changed a lot since then, but a few things have stayed the same. Our commitment to making car buying fast, easy, and enjoyable is one. How do we make it fast? For starters, we listen to you. By listening to you, we can find the car that you want faster and get you behind the wheel quick. Just one of the ways you get more at Sawyer's Chevrolet Superstore.
At Rallies and Checkers, the stakes couldn't be higher. The winner gets an extra crispy chicken strips and fries box, and the loser buys the new extra crispy chicken strips box for just $2. Rallies and Checkers, fast foodies know the deal.
So if you're going to have the conference championship from each conference, it's pretty tough to do if you have 4 slots and 5 teams, and then Notre Dame lingering out there besides.
Now,
I
Coach,
think that first of all, college.
Sorry, but before you get there, Coach, I just want to go over this. I don't want to miss it. I know that the kind of buzz right now around you is, you know, 2017, so everybody gets in a Twitter war. I don't want to talk about Twitter. I don't want to talk about your folks at Ann Arbor. I'll just say this. There was an auction on Tuesday at Michigan, and they auctioned off a game-worn pair of Jim Harbaugh's khakis. How much do you think they auctioned off Jim Harbaugh's khakis for, and how much do you think they sold for? What do you think the asking price was? How much do you think they went for?
You know, it's sort of irrelevant to this conversation, really. So I'll pass on that one.
Wow. Rico Beard. Why would a San Diego television reporter, we're not even going to give his name, okay? Why would anyone interrupt Mark D'Antonio to ask him a question about an auctioned autographed pair of Jim Harbaugh Levi's?
Because, dude, Brandon was trying to go viral. He thought, okay, I'll say the magic words. I'll say Jim Harbaugh. He'll take the bait. He'll say something clever, and it'll get played everywhere. And it really showed. I was almost thinking, okay, he's a regular news reporter, so he doesn't know. This guy's been doing it for 6 years as a sports reporter, so no excuse. You just suck. So he goes out there, he shows no respect to D'Antonio whatsoever, because, and then he doubled down on it later on Twitter saying, well, you know, he's in the state of Michigan, so therefore he should be used to this type of question. Like, guy, dude has gone to the playoffs. He's beaten Michigan. Show the man his respect. And instead, he went cute, but a lot of national reporters do it. The national reporters are the only ones that call Michigan State Sparty. People who cover them locally never refer to them that way. I call them Sparty. Well, that's because they beat you all the time, Tom. You should call them Daddy.
Doug, we hear a lot of complaints about the media, lack of respect, and I guess that's just more fuel for that fire.
Yeah, this gives us all a bad name. I mean, you know, it's a stupid question, and you know, I think like D'Antonio, just sort of move on and not talk about it. But it's all this gotcha journalism that we have today. Could people just report on the games for once and not try to have to, you know, get things viral? Let the viral things happen naturally rather than trying to manufacture them.
I mean, I would have probably gave him more credit if he talked about, well, you know, you had all the off-the-field problems and you're back. I would have given him more
That's
credit
different.
for that.
Yeah, you're talking about facts.
Another man's pants, really? Who cares? Apparently nobody did. Even Tom didn't buy the pants.
Tom Crawford, when you heard about this,
I didn't even hear about it. I didn't hear it. That's the first I've seen it. Seriously.
Well, it's been big news around here all week, as you can imagine.
Because everybody's obsessed with Jim
Well, can you see why? can you see why? It's just more fuel on the fire.
Just ignore this stuff. It's just noise. Focus on you've had a great season. You're 9-3. You're going to the Holiday Bowl, baby. The Holiday Bowl.
Just ignore this stuff, says the man who flooded my Twitter feed because he said, you talked about Harbaugh too much. Just ignore this stuff.
In regard to this is good for us in this business because it enhances the rivalry. Now, you'd rather not have it be this way all the time where people are trying to manufacture things as gotcha journalism, but, again, we're filling a segment. It gives us something to talk about, so if you spin it that way.
Who would have thought that of the three people there, Mike Leach wasn't the one who embarrassed himself?
Yeah,
that was the report. You would have figured Mike Leach would have said something.
Mike Leach handled himself really well.
He was the one who bailed him out.
He went through it.
He was like, Mark, I got this, Mark. I got this. I'll make a joke. I'll make a joke.
Doug, when you think about Washington State, we've had a chance to watch Luke Falk, who was a walk-on, and go on to do great things. But you've been big on another Washington State player who was a tremendous disruptor. You want to tell our viewers about that?
Yeah, Hercules Mataafa. It's a guy you want to keep an eye on. 9.5 sacks this year. An undersized defensive tackle, but extremely quick. He's very disruptive up front, and that's somebody that the Spartans are going to have to account for, or he could make a situation miserable that afternoon for Brian Lewerke and company.
Polynesian Player of the Year.
Yeah, Polynesian Player of the Year, yep.
Very active player. Tom Crawford, you said that you've gone back and forth on the Holiday Bowl. If we gave you $1 million.
No, I'm locked in right now. I
have a score.
I got my score.
Give us a score.
Washington State 31, Michigan State 28. Luke Falk is thrown for 14,000 yards in his 4 years starting at Wazoo, and I think he's going to be the difference in this game. A late field goal, game over. Sparty
Rico, why couldn't he throw for any yards against Arizona? Rich Rodriguez, why couldn't he do that against Cal? He does it in some games, and others he's not.
Yeah, it is weird. Yeah, I guess if you get that pressure on him. You know what, Tom? I would have probably agreed with you before this stupid interview came out, and now I think that No, not me, but I think that he uses this to say, guys,
it's chip
look
bait.
at this, right?
Hashtag chip bait. Yeah.
We will be back in just a minute. We're going to talk about Michigan football, the Big Ten, the national landscape, and much, much more as we go into bowl season. Bowl season already begun. Tom, you've been watching games already.
All over it.
We'll be right back with that and much, much more here on Press Pass on Fox 47.
What's really important to me is being able to have a partner, and Dart Bank has been that for me. I'm Eric Nelson. I'm a managing partner here at the English Inn. I've worked with John Morris at Dart Bank to help put together multiple projects that have assisted us with growing our business and continuing to be successful.
Coach's All-American Pub and Grill. What makes us All-American? Enjoying great food with ice-cold beverages and friendly service. Watching the game on one of our 21 large-screen TVs. With a variety of fun indoor and outdoor entertainment every night of the week. Connecting with friends, dining with family, or catching the game, you'll always have a great time. Coach's All-American Pub and Grill. Great food, fun, and friends.
Everything you thought you knew about medicine is wrong.
The President this January on Fox. Sale, sale, sale! Then you get to the store and only a few items are on sale? Not at the Indoor Grow Store. IGS has prices so low they're beating the internet with their price beat guarantee. We're the area's largest inventory of major brand nutrients, including Humboldt Secret, Mite Out, Mighty Enemy, and Home of the Magic Trimmer. Why shop elsewhere online when you can pick up these specials in our local stores? 3 Lansing area locations, Jackson, Battle Creek, and Flint. IGS, you're gonna love that place.
It was a Saturday of smiles for Michigan State at Michigan Stadium. A sea of white amid maize and blue. A team that laid it all on the line with ferocious hits and a steady hand. For 59 minutes and 50 seconds, then all hell broke loose. Cherish the memories of October 17, 2015, and one of the greatest finishes in college football history. The Perfect 10 by Jack Ebling and Joe Rexroad. Available at drivewithjack.com, at SPS and Schuler Books, and on Amazon before time runs out.
Team spirit. Face paint. More cowbell. Dean Trailway's motor coach takes care of your travel. so you can support your favorite Spartan teams and focus on the important things. Dean Trailways, your favorite ride.
Welcome back to Press Pass. Here on Fox 47, it's time for The Big Picture, brought to you by Dean Trailways. With trips for every season, Dean takes care of the details so you can enjoy the experience, including daily casino runs and great getaways to northern Michigan and Chicago. Doug Warren and I took a Dean Luxury Cruiser to Chicago and joined 27 pro football greats, more than 100 supporters of the Shinsky Orphanage in Matamoros, not far from landfall for Hurricane Harvey. Patterson, and no, they are not going to rename the big house Shea Stadium, that's just a rumor. But he was a 5-star recruit at Mississippi. I think it was Chris Davis, Doug, who said it should be a smooth transition going from the second best program in Mississippi to the second best program in Michigan.
We'll see. The guy's a good player, highly ranked recruit, but again, we'll see what happens. They've had trouble developing quarterbacks the last couple of years since the departure of Jed Fish in Ann Arbor.
Jay Rudock worked out pretty
he
good.
did, but Jed Fish was there then. That's my point. So we'll see. Michigan, if they ever find a quarterback, I think they'll take it to the next step. But they have yet to find one that's going to compete at the
Jake Rudock and Shea Patterson, Rico, and Jake Rudock didn't beat Michigan State either.
I got no comment.
Well, the Spade had
I got
a
no
good year
comment.
last
I
year.
mean,
He did.
it's the same.
I don't know what
It's
y'all do with
insert
this.
new
Like the Michigan
quarterback.
State
No.
It's not. It's just insert new quarterback, and this guy's going to be that guy. You know, show me.
It's an NFL mentality that Harbaugh has, and I don't necessarily have a problem with it. You bring in guys and let them compete and see the cream rises to the top.
It will be good competition.
Yeah,
I
no
truly
doubt.
have no comment because I've heard this story all the time. It's like the remaking of the Spider-Man movies. Just pick one Peter
My
Parker
favorite
and
words
stick
from
with
Rico
him.
Beard, no comment. That's great.
All right, Tom, I just need a two-word answer here. Who will throw for more yards next year, Shea Patterson or Brandon Peters?
But we don't even know about Shea Patterson's 2018
That's why I'm asking.
eligibility
Who do you
until
think it will be?
the third week of January.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think he will
So you're
be
guessing,
eligible?
You're making me guess.
I'm just making you guess.
I'm guessing no, that he will not be eligible until
Really?
the following year. And so Dylan McCaffrey, not Brandon Peters, will be the quarterback.
Why would he not be eligible? He should be eligible,
Well,
shouldn't he?
I don't know.
He
I
should
mean,
be.
by the rules.
If Dylan McCaffrey is your quarterback, then why'd you bring Patterson there?
Well, for
if he
the
got a
following
super-
year, he's got 2 more years.
Yeah, if Dylan McCaffrey is your
you want
guy,
competition,
no,
Rico.
No,
It's
you want to pick
competition.
a quarterback so you can
You
build
don't-
on the
no,
offense.
you just want competition.
All you're doing is kicking the can down
Well,
the road.
you can't assume anything when the NCAA is involved. So I'm not assuming anything. I don't assume anything is going to work out, okay? That's just how I roll.
Welcome back.
The way the
to fourth place.
NCAA operates, they probably will say he's ineligible, which is total garbage.
There you
because
go.
Old Miss is a tire fire. They should let these guys go over there.
I think the NCAA is trying to stay so far out of court these days, trying to avoid litigation at all costs. Okay, let him play. Let
My
him
method
play.
of preparing for
But
the
if
negative.
the only thing is, if you do that, that says that the next person who wants to transfer will have legal precedent saying, well, you did it for him.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I think
if he's eligible, Shea Patterson.
Michigan State got a couple guys when SMU had the death penalty. Remember Derek Reed? He started at corner. He came in right away
Right.
back in '87. Rico, when you think about the Big Ten now and the bowl matchups, which 2 Big Ten teams are most likely to win the games, and which 2 do you have the least confidence in? Big Ten teams.
most likely to win the game, probably going with Penn State, and probably going to go with Tom's boys and Michigan over South Carolina.
Whoa.
South Carolina's god awful. If
Okay.
you don't
So
beat
it's a
South Carolina,
response.
both teams are, plus 100 in offense.
And what about the least confidence? Which 2 do you have the least confidence in?
Wisconsin. That's the
I agree
definitely Wisconsin's not going to
You
beat
guys
Miami.
are down on Wisconsin.
You're playing
They're
in
slow,
Miami,
Jack.
and whenever Big Ten goes up against speed wins.
Tom, you told me they were going to beat Ohio State.
I understand, but when Miami's playing at home and they bring out the turnover chain and all it's 82
Alex
degrees
Hornibrook,
out,
turnover
look out. This is going to be butt ugly. This is going to be a 21-point victory for the Canes.
Yeah, can I get that graphic back up here to see the other teams that they're going to beat? Because I would say probably I would probably go with the other team is probably going to be Purdue. I think Arizona's going to.
I like Northwestern against Kentucky.
You got Northwestern beating Kentucky?
Yes.
I got Arizona beating Purdue is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. All right. I got you. Doug, of all the New Year's Six bowl teams, give me two that you have the most confidence in.
Number one is Auburn. I think they're the best team that didn't make it into the Final Four. I thought they should have made it in, even though they got 3 losses. They're going to take apart UCF. And then the other team I think is going to win, and they'll show how good they are, Georgia. I think they're going to beat Oklahoma.
You don't like Oklahoma. You haven't liked Oklahoma all year.
I like Oklahoma, but they don't play enough defense.
Tom, you got Oklahoma maybe winning the whole thing.
I got OU winning the whole. I'm not a Baker Mayfield fan, but they're going to win the whole thing.
Remember when Lincoln Riley took over as head coach and people were saying, "Oh, that's
you got to play defense for the championship." Clemson will beat them.
You didn't think OU was going to be
Georgia will beat them. They don't have enough defense to win against these 3 other teams.
And the favorite in Vegas, Rico? Alabama.
Team that's going to win it all.
You think they're going to win it all? Oh, that's too wrong. Again.
Alabama is like the Pacers. They get so much respect, and when they get in that situation, it's like people think they've never lost. Patriots have lost Super Bowls.
It depends on how healthy that defense is. The defense is healthy enough, they'll be formidable.
We'll be right back with our Culver's Cool and Smooth Award winners coming up next on Press Pass.
MSU Federal Credit Union will help start your kids out on the right financial path. Teach your children how to save money in all stages of their lives with MSU FCU's youth accounts. Stop in today or visit msufcu.org for more information.
A painful sore throat? Not now. If you want a max strength alternative to cough drops, take Cepacol Instamax. This will provide fast relief. Look, unlike regular cough drops, it contains 2 max strength pain relievers and cools in seconds. Dual power in 1 lozenge. Bye-bye sore throat. Knock out sore throat fast. Take Cepacol Instamax.
After reviewing the play, you should be driving a Honda from Capital Honda during Capital Honda's Savings Rush. Catch 2017 Honda Accord LX, 0 down, $219 a month. Score 2017 Honda Civic LX, $169 a month. Rush to Capital Honda today.
Advanced technology and forecasting. Storm Shield weather. Only on Fox 47 News.
Working with the IDE company, 1, is very easy to do. 2, they're very responsive to our needs. And 3, as we've grown as a company, they've listened to those needs and they've helped us plan out our future in terms of growth that needs to be done at this location.
It's just comforting to know I'm working with the IDE company, knowing that they can accommodate our growth. In that way, they're an excellent partner.
Opportunities for retail, office, restaurant, and residential. Build the future as a member of the IDE company family.
Hello, my name is Dr. John Braccio, psychologist. If you or your child have problems with focus, inattention, sitting still, memory, concentration, these are traits of ADHD. Visit us at drjohnb.com.
It was a Saturday of smiles for Michigan State at Michigan Stadium. A sea of white amid maize and blue. A team that laid it all on the line with ferocious hits and a steady hand. For 59 minutes and 50 seconds, then all hell broke loose. Cherish the memories of October 17, 2015, and one of the greatest finishes in college football history. The Perfect 10 by Jack Ebling and Joe Retro. Available at drivewithjack.com, at SBS and Schuler Books, and on Amazon before time runs out.
We're clearing out our warehouse. Everything must be sold before year-end inventory. Winter installation? No problem. American Metal Roof's year-end warehouse clearance. Call 844 Metal Roofs or visit AmericanMetalRoofs.com.
Welcome back to Press Pass here on Fox 47. Time for our Take It to the Bank segment. Brought to you by Dart Bank. Dedicated to meeting the needs of our banking community for more than 90 years with 4 convenient locations in Mason, Holton, South Lansing, Grand Ledge, and the expanded Home Loan Center in Frandor. That's Dart Bank for what matters most. All right, gentlemen. Our focus this week is on the Detroit Lions. 8-6, heading into the final 2 games of the season. What will we take to the bank? Tom Crawford, you believe the Lions are going to win at Cincinnati and beat Green Bay? That they're going to split those 2 games somehow? They'll fall on their face and lose them both? And if they do get to 10-6, can they sneak into the playoffs?
Well, I'll just lay it out. They're going to win next week against Cincy down in Cincinnati, then they're going to beat Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers might not even play. I mean, if he's hurt, and they're out of the playoffs, and they're going to go 10-6, and they're not going to get in the playoffs. I just don't think it's going to play out. There's just too many other things that got to fall into place. So, and Jim Caldwell's going to get fired. So how's that?
And Jim Caldwell's going to get fired at 10-6.
Yeah, I think that. Yes.
Did Jason Nick just get made general manager of the Lions?
It's just a gut feeling.
A lot of people want Jim Caldwell.
The Mighty Quinn is going to want to get his own guy in.
Maybe he's been waiting for this opportunity.
There it goes.
Rico, what do you take to the bank with the Lions besides failure?
A lot of what Tom said, except for the fact that Martha Ford's not going to fire Jim Caldwell. Jim Caldwell will be your coach next year, even if the Lions make it 10-6, because he's done just enough. Because this organization has a history of sticking by their coaches. Technically, he hasn't done anything to get fired. And I don't think that Lions fans' expectation is Super Bowl. So therefore, he will be your next head coach. I mean, he will be the same head coach next year. He'll be there.
If Jim Caldwell were to get fired, guys, will he get another job? Will he get another
Head
job
coaching?
fast?
No. It's an elephant graveyard.
I don't think so.
No. Jack, no coach has ever finished coaching the Lions and became a head coach again.
It's a
an
credibility
elephant
crusher.
Graveyard.
Absolutely.
First time for everything, Rico.
Elephant graveyard.
Chicago
It is.
Cubs hadn't won a world championship since 19.
Okay, but when you got to compare things to the Chicago Cubs, you're desperate. You're
think we can
desperate.
go back
That's like
and say,
saying,
because something hasn't happened
yeah,
for that
that's like
long,
saying, well, somebody's got to win the lottery. Yeah, technically
that's
so.
why people play. And
but
that's
it's
why
not
they
going to
win.
be you.
All right. Well, you don't know that. Just give me your tickets. We'll take
know
them. Doug, what do you take to the bank with the Detroit Lions?
The Lions are going to win out. They're going to miss the playoffs, and Caldwell will be back. Because if they get 10 wins, they're not going to fire the guy. I don't think, like as Rico said, Martha Ford, she loves Jim Caldwell, she said last year. And
you guys agree on everything here, right?
Well, yeah, which is unusual for us. But yeah, I don't think that they played well yesterday. Again, it was the Bears. But if they get to 10 wins and even miss the playoffs, I don't see them firing the guy.
Doesn't anybody think that they can lose to Green Bay in this last game? They've
No.
done that
Green-
before.
Green Bay-
They're done. They're going to check out.
No, I don't think Green Bay's going to check out. I think Green Bay and
They
Aaron
have no
Rodgers.
shot at the playoffs.
I know, but it's just Aaron Rodgers, and he could put the final nail in this
No,
Lions game.
he's not. He might not
He might play. Threw 3 picks today. They're out. Maybe he's
The
sick.
Packers' defense is bad. You saw it today. The Packers' defense stinks, and that was their Achilles heel all season, aside from Rodgers being injured. The Lions can beat the Packers this year.
Aside from my normal insanity, why do I think that if the Lions win out, something in this crazy season is going to break that's going to get them in? That somehow you might get a Tampa beating a team or beating Atlanta.
It could happen.
Somehow they get in. We saw what happened with Seattle today.
Yeah.
Let's sneak in and get that 6th spot and then go get waxed.
Well, if they make the playoffs, they're not
they're
going
gonna play
very
the
far.
Rams and lose.
Yeah, they're not beating
It's
the
no
Rams. They're not
guarantee
beating
that they
the.
beat Cincinnati next week, if you want to be honest about it.
No, that's
Cincinnati's bad.
they checked out today.
5-9.
Marvin Lewis
You
is
see
a
him play
lame duck
against
official.
Minnesota.
I
They did not wanna
understand.
be there.
It's the NFL.
Marvin Lewis, hey, they wanted to be the head coach here. I ran into him at Jenison Fieldhouse. He was here for his interview. I said, what are you doing here?
Marvin Lewis will get another job before Caldwell.
Be interesting with that record if someone says, we'll take a shot. Peyton Manning will make a call. We'll be right back.
Team spirit. Facepaint. More cowboy. Dean Trailway's motor coach takes care of your travel, so you can support your favorite Spartan teams and focus on the important things. Dean Trailways, your favorite ride.
At Graff Chevrolet in Okemos, you'll always get a great deal on a huge selection of high-quality used cars and trucks. But you'll also get something else, peace of mind. Every Graff used vehicle purchase comes with up to 6 oil changes for the first 2 years of ownership. We'll also give you free tire rotation with every other oil change. Always a great selection of used vehicles starting from $1,000 and up. Check them out at graffokemos.com. Lower your cost of ownership with our Peace of Mind program, only at Graff Chevrolet in Okemos.
What's really important to me is being able to have a partner, and Dart Bank has been that for me. I'm Eric Nelson. I'm a managing partner here at the English Inn. I've worked with John Morris at Dart Bank to help put together multiple projects that have assisted us with growing our business and continuing to be successful.
Win the wedding of your dreams at fox47news.com/wedding giveaway.
Welcome to Press Pass here on Fox 47. Time for our Cool and Smooth segment, brought to you by the four Culver's locations in mid-Michigan. Since 1984, Culver's has been delighting guests one meal at a time with scrumptious Butterburgers and premium frozen custard. That's Culver's. Welcome to Delicious. All right, Team 221. Who has been as cool and smooth as a Culver's Mint Avalanche this week? Rico Beard, let's start with you in our Play of the Week.
Play of the week, we had some great games that went down at Little Caesars Arena. You know, Michigan went out there, they put the hammer down on you.
And Charles Matthews dunked. That was a play of the game.
Play of the week was when the Michigan bus showed up.
No, no. The play of the week happened before the game. And I'm going to give him credit. Tom Izzo going to visit Keith Appling in jail.
Like it.
That told me that, you know what? When he says, I'm your coach and I'm your guy, that he means it. Whether you go to the NBA or not, he's going to try to get you to the NBA. He tried to steer Keith out of jail. Keith kept putting himself in bad situations. Tom did not give up on him, made a trip to go and visit him.
Very similar to Bo Schembechler visiting Billy
Tom,
Taylor.
this is my segment. You be quiet. No one cares.
Same thing.
Tom Izzo. No one cares about Bo.
You know who else Tom Izzo spent a lot of time with this weekend?
Yeah.
Jim Caldwell.
Right. They're big fans of each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get the endorsement of Izzo, save your job.
Any other suggestions? Any other nominations for Play of the Week? That's it. All right.
That's it.
What about our Game of the Week, Doug Warren?
The game today, New England and Pittsburgh. New England pulls out a 27-24 win. Both teams now 11-3 on the season. New England probably gets home field advantage now throughout the playoffs. The game had everything. Great plays, big-time plays, questionable officiating. The fans are upset. Hall of Fame quarterbacks going head-to-head. It was everything you could want in an NFL game and more, and that was my game.
Also, in fitting with 2017, a crucial injury. Partially torn calf muscle for Antonio Brown, saying he might be back for the playoffs. Not going to play next week.
It's the year of the injury, Jack, and it's just unfortunate. In the NFL, they're going to have to try to do something. I don't know what at this point. It's just the bodies are so big and so fast. The game is a collision sport, and the players have just gotten too good and too fast for the human body to withstand the punishment.
Honestly, if they actually said mandatory rest and just shut every player down for a month, maybe giving their body a chance to just relax and rest and recuperate, instead of, because they train nonstop.
Maybe 2 bye weeks. Yeah, I don't know.
No, I mean just in the off season, just a dead period.
Sure.
Guys, you can't work out.
Start the playoffs in April. Just give them 3 months off to get healthy, right? Well, think about all the hype you'd have.
They'll think of something. They'll have to do something in the next collection.
I just wonder what Malcolm Butler was thinking when he saw that last interception. I remember that. It was in the Super Bowl. Thank you very much. All right, what about our Team of the Week?
I'm going NBA on the Team of the Week. I'm going to go with the Houston Rockets, 24-4, 14-game win streak. I think they're going to beat the Golden State Warriors. Chris Paul, James Harden. I did not think that matchup was going to work, Jack. They had 31 and 25 respectively. Man, they are really, really good.
I thought that matchup was ill-fated from the outset with the 2 ball-dominant point guards.
Yeah. I mean, how they were.
I'm not buying into that.
I mean, it's just amazing.
No. I don't think they can make it.
I think Golden State is kind of like Cleveland. No. Golden State and Cleveland have been there so many times that you know you don't have to expend this much energy. You just got to make it. And even if you got to play the Game 7 in Houston, you'll still win.
Player of the Week. There are lots of ways we can go with this, but I want to salute a couple of quarterbacks who are on the scrap heap. Blake Bortles. Remember in preseason, saying, oh, God, Cody, you got to do Jacksonville. He tried to give the job back to Chad Henne. He wouldn't take it. Right. And Bortles has been amazing this year. And now we get Carson Wentz down. That's it for Philadelphia. Nick Foles comes in. They're down 14 points today early. Throws 4 touchdowns to 4 different receivers. They lock up the East. They lock up a home field advantage throughout for the playoffs. Fantastic job by Nick Foles, former Spartan. Want to thank our panel, Tom Crawford, Blue Belly Tom. You can see him Tuesday and Thursday. Rico Beard, the Spartan Beat from 6 to 7. Our Lions historian, Doug Warren, producer. We'll be back next week. Have a great week, everyone.